see you. I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Flight was very good.
Good.
Had a good sleep.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've been so busy. I've been watching your schedule. I thought I had a busy one, but my goodness, you do.
Same.
It's nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Should I say a few
You want me
words?
to start?
Yeah,
How
why
do I
don't you start? You're hosting. So.
Well, thank you to the Prime Minister for being here today, and this is a really great day for Albertans. We have been working for some time on addressing the 9 bad laws, as I like to call them, that have been impacting our investment climate here, and I'm pleased that we've reached an agreement to substantially work on removing and revising those laws. I think what it's going to do, especially with the removal of the emissions cap on Alberta, as well as the removal of the net zero power regs, I think it's going to unleash an incredible amount of investment and allow us to work together on important nation building projects. So it's the first step, I think, of what will be a few more steps we have to take together, but I'm very pleased that the Prime Minister has heard our concerns and responded to them.
Thank you very much, Premier. And look, it's a great day for Alberta. It's a great day for Canada. And at the heart of what is a multifaceted agreement, we have more work to do going forward, but a multifaceted agreement. In effect, it creates an energy transition, all aspects of energy, but really sets the stage for an industrial transformation. At the core of the agreement, of course, is a priority to have a pipeline to Asia. That's going to make Canada stronger, more independent, more resilient, more sustainable, because the way we're going to do that is in combination with the Pathways project, which will be the largest carbon capture project in the world. It'll mean that Alberta barrels of bitumen are amongst the lowest energy intensive in the world, therefore competitive not just for tomorrow, but for decades, as well as creating a whole new industry for Alberta and for Canada. In addition, agreements, or at least intentions around nuclear power, interties with other provinces, sovereign data centers, huge opportunity, huge necessity for Alberta and for Canada. And it's all done in a spirit of cooperation, partnership, and trust. So as the Premier just referenced, some adjustments to regulations, adjustments here in terms of strengthening the tier system, methane regs, enhancing methane regs, a cooperation agreement on regulation, which will help us move forward more efficiently and effectively. And also, just on the point of cooperation, at the heart of this is cooperation and partnership with Indigenous peoples in Alberta, in British Columbia, as they're affected. Unprecedented opportunities for Indigenous ownership, partnership, economic benefits, as well as substantial economic benefits for the people of British Columbia. So this is Canada working. This is cooperative federalism. This is Canada building with Alberta, building with Canada, building for today, but building very much for the future. And I'm very grateful, Premier, for your hard work and the hard work of your team to get us to this point. We've got more work to do, but we're going to work hard to do it. Et puis en français, bon, mon Dieu, juste plutôt que ça. Alors c'est un grand plaisir de revenir en Alberta. J'ai grandi ici en Alberta. Et c'est une bonne journée pour le Canada, pour Alberta, mais pour le Canada, parce que ce protocole d'accord va rendre le Canada, l'Alberta, mais le Canada, plus indépendant, plus résilient, plus fort et plus soutenable. Au sein de cet accord, il y a un oléoduc vers l'Asie, mais il y a une combinaison avec un nouveau grand projet qui s'appelle le Pathways. C'est le stockage de carbone le plus grand du monde. Ça va être une nouvelle industrie pour le Canada, pour l'Alberta et pour le Canada. Par conséquent, on va avoir des barils de pétrole d'Alberta, en effet, les plus bas, les plus compétitifs, avec les gaz à effet de serre les plus bas, et par conséquent, les plus compétitifs du monde. Ce sera une attente incroyable, mais c'est la vie ici en Alberta. Il y a d'autres aspects de cet accord qui concernent l'énergie nucléaire, les connexions entre les provinces, les systèmes entre les provinces, l'intelligence artificielle. Alors c'est une transformation industrielle pour l'avenir. Et point final, au fond de cet accord, c'est la coopération. Coopération, bien sûr, entre l'Alberta et le gouvernement fédéral, coopération avec la Colombie-Britannique et surtout la coopération, les partenariats avec les peuples autochtones. Ce sera des grandes occasions sans précédent d'avoir des bénéfices économiques dans les projets. Alors, il y a beaucoup de travail à faire, mais c'est une bonne journée, comme j'ai dit, une bonne jour pour le Canada, parce que le Canada se fonctionne et on a le fédéralisme coopératif et je voudrais finalement remercier vous, Madame la Première ministre, pour votre travail et le travail de votre équipe.
Okay. Excellent. Thanks again.
Sorry, watch. Excuse me.
Just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw a letter, a memorandum of understanding between Ottawa and Alberta in regards to a new pipeline deal. Now, I see your comments. I see them, guys. I agree with you. It's not a definitive contract. There's no pipe going in the ground today, but I need you guys to be clear on something, and maybe you're not, and it is what it is. Like, how else do you expect things to get done? Governments don't work fast. We need to move forward with something. This is something. It's a nothing burger at this point, but it's the step in the right direction to get a pipeline in the ground. Let's see what they're saying here.
All right. Thank you, media. Thanks. Thank you. Merci.
Thanks.
Live event resumes shortly. So I want to be, while this is up here, I just want to tell you guys a little something. So I actually tried getting into this. I tried, basically, I put my requests out, and they were formal requests. I wanted to get into this event, and I wanted to cover it for you guys. I wanted to be there for you guys. I'm a prominent Alberta content creator. I have a lot of followers all over this province. I wanted to be able to cover this for all of you. And I wasn't told no by the UCP, but I was told no under the Liberal Party. And what I was told was security is tight. So it immediately went to my brain. I was like, am I a threat? I'm not a threat. I've never once publicly threatened any political public figure, politician. I've never threatened violence. I never advocated for violence. I didn't even sell fuck Trudeau flags, right? And I just thought it was funny. So if security is tight and there's a threat, they're saying my voice is a threat. They're saying my platform's a threat. So my words are a threat. So take it as you will. I was not invited to the press conference. I'm not allowed to be there. And it is what it is. It actually makes me feel good knowing that the Prime Minister's office doesn't want me anywhere near them because I have that kind of influence. And that's just kind of poking at all the people that say that I don't have an influence. Well, we just poked at you a little bit. Let's go back and I want to just talk again. I want to say, I get it. The MOU is an MOU. It's a paperweight. You guys like my paperweight? This is my paperweight. It's paperweight right now, but it's a step in the right direction. We don't know what else is coming out today. We don't know what else they're going to say. I'm going to be here. We're going to cover it. So share it out. Let's get this out to all the people we can. and let's at least see what they have to say. I don't trust Mark Carney, but I do trust Danielle Smith. And if you're not in the Smith campaign, my content's not going to be for you, because I absolutely trust that Danielle Smith is doing what is in the best interest for Albertans. And if that makes me just whatever you want to call me, then I guess that is what it is. I've been fighting for Danielle Smith for a very long time, and I truly do believe she wants what's best for all of us. Mark Carney, can't trust him at all. And this MOU is a paperweight at this point, unless something else comes out. So let's see what else is going to come out here. Bear with me. Let's see if they have anything coming up. Just stand by. The whole live streaming thing, eh? Still waiting, it looks like. Oh, no, we have it. It's happening. Bear with me. It's coming.
Lost art.
Thanks. Is that how he does it?
I think you got a little thumbs up.
He reads his signatures too.
Yeah.
Do you want to stand and do
Yeah.
that?
Okay, that's it. My work's done for the day.
I don't know if you've met my other ministers here as well.
You know, Minister.
I certainly do. So nice. So much. This is my Minister of Environment. And I think you met him. Congratulations, Minister. Now, are you wanting to walk and see him? Okay, bring me in here and sit. Yeah.
I had to move it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what's really going on with this press conference. They're all over the map here. And they obviously just signed the MOU. And again, guys, I get it. I understand it. There's no chance that this pipeline is going to go on the ground under this current MOU. Okay, I'm on board with you. But the thing is, like, what do you guys want? Like, that's what I want to ask my supporters out there. What do you guys want? And how else, and how do you think that we move forward with getting a pipeline in the ground? And I'm not trying to be a smartass here, right? I'm not trying to be a smartass, but let's have the real discussion with you guys. Here's your chance. I got a little bit of time, because it is a little bit frustrating to see us sit here and fight about pipelines, and Ottawa wants nothing to do with us over 10 years, and Trudeau treats us like a piece of shit. And then next thing you know, an MOU comes out, and everybody, the same people that were saying we need pipelines, are now saying nothing's going to happen. Like, I understand there's a lot more work that needs to happen, but this is a start in the right direction, right? And so here it is. It's the independence crowd. This is what it is. It's the independence crowd, and I expected this. It's independence or bust. What is the chance that Alberta separates right now? Today, if we had a referendum today, do you think do you think the majority of Albertans are going to say yes to separation? And I'm just going to have the real discussion with you guys. Sovereign Alberta is the only way. I agree. I 100%. I agree. We need to push towards sovereignty. I think we need to push towards sovereignty. There's been no secret that I have been pro sovereignty. But I'm going to tell you the hard truth and the harsh truth right now. You don't have the votes for it right now. You don't. You guys think you might, but you don't. Fortunately, that's where we are. That's where we are, and I will push to help that as much as possible, as much as I can. I don't know what else is going on here. Oh, they ended it. So that's all I'm trying to tell you guys is I get it. It's easy to be a separatist and say just separate, right? But the work has to be done in order to get you there. And in the meantime, do we just sit back and not do anything with Alberta? Right? And that's kind of my question here. And that's why I do what I do is I want to promote what Alberta would look like as a more sovereign Alberta. But when something like this comes out and we need a pipeline in the ground, which is going to create jobs and economic benefit, and Trudeau has fucked us for the past 10 years, it's good to see something is happening. And it's just like it's not enough for people. It's like you're not going to win people on your side with separation if it's separation or nothing. Danielle Smith's a piece of shit. Because when you say Danielle Smith is a piece of shit as a separatist, you lose me. Right? You lose me. And that's kind of how that works. And that's fine. I'm just one guy, but I'm speaking to hundreds of thousands of people, and they're not on the pro-separatist side because of the amount of attacking coming from separatists to Danielle Smith currently. And that's where we're at. If you guys don't like it, that's tough luck. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm on your side, but I'm a realist. And if you guys want to say I'm not doing enough, right? Border Proud Dad's not doing enough. I should show up at a rally in Edmonton. Sorry, the rally in Edmonton, I had other things going on. Sorry, I got a life. So if you guys are going to pressure me to do things, just step a day in my life for a day of what it's like. And I support Danielle Smith, and what she is allowing people to do is get signatures. Right? So I'm just gonna say something to the separatist crowd right now because I am on your side. Whether you believe it or don't believe it, I don't really care. The more you attack the UCP and Danielle Smith, who is allowing you to have a referendum, the more support you're going to lose. It's that simple. And now the APP will probably come at me and try to fucking say something. And maybe they won't, because they do know I'm on their side. They do. But you are not going to gain support by attacking the very people that are allowing you to have a referendum. So it's time to be realists about this. If you truly want a more sovereign Alberta, then you need to support Danielle Smith. I'm not saying Danielle Smith's a separatist. I don't even know if she's a separatist. I don't know. I don't know. But she's the best premier we've had in this province for a very long time. And I'm sorry, but, you know, and I'm going to be at the AGM. So I encourage separatists to come up to me and talk to me. Right? I encourage you guys. I want people to have discussions and dialogue with me, because I'm going to the AGM and I'm going to speak with MLAs and I'm going to speak with ministers. I'm going to do what it takes to actually get it done. Right? And if you guys feel that I'm not doing enough as an Albertan, come stand beside me and see what I do every single day. I would encourage it, because when the phone turns off or the screen turns off and the other company I have to run and all the comments and the attacks and everything else that happens while getting the truth out there and pushing for this province and standing up for parents and kids. And, you know, I was just on a phone call setting up an interview before this even happened. Right? I'm a realist and I want what's best for this province. And this province is one step closer to a pipeline today because of Danielle Smith. It is not one step closer to a pipeline because of any other group. It is one step closer to a pipeline, which isn't even a thing yet. And I'm going to be clear with you, but we're one step closer than we were yesterday, and it's because of her. So she deserves our respect for that. She deserves it. So And the only reason why I'm bringing up the separatists and the APP at this point is I am seeing more attacks. And I don't know who is running their strategy. Please reach out to me. But whoever's running your strategy, who thought it might be even a good idea to attack Danielle Smith and think you're going to get separatist momentum, your strategy is wrong. And I didn't want to go public saying this. I didn't. But I had to, because attention needs to be placed on it. I support the APP and what they're doing. I support them educating Albertans. I support, a free referendum where people can say yes or no. I support that. You want to know who else supports that? Danielle Smith. She supports that. So today, if she's got to play nice with the feds because we want to get one step closer, I'm not saying the pipeline's going to happen, but one step closer, then guess what? Stephen Osborne. Not going to happen, because why do you guys always have to talk shit and call me a dumbass? Because you look like a dumbass when I say this. So if you don't remember the bill that Mark Carney put through, if Mark Carney makes this project a national interest project, if he does, I'm not saying he's going to do it. I'm not putting words in his mouth. British Columbia doesn't run shit. They don't run shit. So you should probably learn of what's going on in the country before you go around calling people dumbasses. There's Stephen Osborne with no profile picture. It's always the tough ones, eh? Or is it Stefan? It might be Stefan. Right? And I do like to see the support comments. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, Randy. Appreciate that. Don't trust Carney at all. Monica, our premier, whoever's a rock star's changed their minds. Absolutely, Monica. Good comment. Great comment. Huge supporter from Edmonton. Love your page. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alberta, Saskatchewan, BC is separated from a powerful country. I don't think Canada's powerful, but I do believe we need to become more independent, and I'm not saying we don't. And that's why I'm having an issue with the separatists going after Danielle Smith right now, and I have a big fucking issue with it. A big one. And, well, if I lose friends in the separatist movement because of it, well, then I guess you weren't really friends anyway. It's a very stupid strategy, because as soon as I started going, I seen all the separatist comments in the comment section talking shit, right? Like, is this your guy? Let me ask the separatists in the group here. Is this your plan? Is your plan to infiltrate and split the UCP, to create two parties, to ensure Nenshi gets elected in 2 years, and we have 4 years? Are you guys willing to have 4 years of Nenshi so you guys just get your own party? Because I'm not saying that's what's happening, but it's starting to look like it. And I don't want that to happen. I stand for the UCP. I'm not saying they're perfect. They're far from it. But I think, honestly, we can have the UCP give us a referendum where we can say yes or no and start getting support for independence, and we can make bigger waves other than spending that time to go after Danielle Smith. Because if we go the other route and we try to split apart the party and then Nenshi gets in, your hope of separation is zero. Zero. So please don't take this. Please don't take this as an attack on the separation movement. I support what they're doing. I support everything they're doing. Do I think they have some people that probably shouldn't be involved? Absolutely, I do. But every movement has that, right? I will support Danielle Smith in what she is doing for this province. And I will do everything in my power that Nenshi doesn't get elected. So that's why it's important that the UCP stays united. So if you're a separatist out there and you guys are talking about Danielle Smith in a negative light, you're hurting yourselves. You're actually hurting your movement. And I don't want to see that happen, because I think a lot of people put a lot of great work in, and a lot of great people put a lot of great work in with the APP. Right? And I don't want to see all their hard work go to nothing because some people can't control their tempers. And I just want you guys to know today is a step in the right direction. It's not the perfect step. It's not. Trust me, I more than anything wanted an announcement that said we are putting a pipe in the ground. That is starting in January. Have yourselves a wonderful day. That's what I wanted. But I obviously know that that's not how politics works. And that's not how government works. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Government takes a very long time to get anything done. And I did a video about this, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. I just want a referendum, right? I just want a referendum. And I think that's what Danielle Smith wants as well. And I'm just telling you guys, in the separatist movement, I support you, but do not go after Danielle Smith. Do not try to infiltrate the UCP, because that is going to fucking backfire. Sorry, it is. And I don't want to come on this screen in a year from now and be like, I fucking told you so. I told you so. Because if it happens and the Nenshi, how angry would you guys be if some sort, not the APP, some sort of other separatist movement, any movement, split up the UCP and ensured a Nenshi victory? How fucking pissed off would you be? And I want to answer. I want to see what you guys have to say about that. Like, is anything worth 4 years of Nenshi? Anything? Because if we get to 4 years of Nenshi, you're never separating. Never. So I'm really hoping that's not the strategy. I'm hoping that the APP can work with the UCP. This is literally what I hope. The APP can work with the UCP. And we can find some common ground. We can stop attacking our leader. Because I don't care. There's nobody in the APP that is equal or equivalent to Danielle Smith in politics. There isn't. So Danielle Smith is it. That's it. It's it. So we got to play ball with Danielle Smith. No choice. You know, a lot of great voices in the APP. Tons of great voices. Love them. But none of them as strong as Danielle Smith. I'm sorry. I'm a realist. Am I going nuclear here? Am I just telling it as it is? Of course I am, because that's what I do on a daily basis. There's no script. There's no mandate. Nobody called me on before this and said, hey, do this. Nobody pays me. I'm here telling you exactly what I feel, and I'm entitled to that opinion. I've heard chirps that the APP is trying to infiltrate the UCP. I've heard chirps. Somebody from the APP reach out to me, tell me. And don't be offended if I'm making it public and nobody's supposed to know. Because I'm done being quiet. I support Alberta. Our best path forward to independence is Danielle Smith. Sounds stupid. Sounds wrong. I know. You guys don't like it, but it's truth. It's truth. Like, did we not learn from the PPC Party of Canada that two parties on one side don't work? Right? I don't know, guys. I don't want 4 years in Nenshi. I will tell you, if we split off into two parties, I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying there's chirps about it. I've been catching wind of it, let's say. If we don't support our United Conservative Party under one banner, the United Conservative Party, who is already accepting referendum questions, who's already accepting separatists or into people that who are independent, like for independence, is already doing all those things. Why are we trying to attack that side? Please. I just want everybody. I want everybody to understand that we all need to stand together. And I'm not attacking. You know who we need to stand against on this side? The NDP. That's who we need to stand against. right? It's not our own party. We need to start learning our lessons as conservatives. We need to start learning that, yeah, we're strong-willed, and yeah, we love freedom. Freedom. We love it. We love it. But it's also that same freedom that gets us thinking that, well, maybe there's a better way, and then we split the vote because conservatives are stupid when it comes to splitting the vote. We've never learned our lessons. And you know what? It's okay. There could be a day where we're learning from our mistakes. We are smart, but I will tell you this, and this is one thing, you guys aren't going to like this either. I've been in discussions with many people over the past 6 weeks since we started this reign of teachers, right? The NDP are organized, and I'm going to tell you why. Can anybody in the chat right now tell me how many recall petitions are happening towards NDP MLAs right now? Anybody? How many recall petitions are happening against NDP MLAs right now? We're all going to learn something here, including myself. We are. There's not a single one happening against NDP MLAs in this province right now. And how many are happening against UCP MLAs right now? How many are happening to UCP MLAs? $14. So you're telling me, and I did multiple videos about this, asking for people, we need to fight back. We need to get people like Janice Irwin on a recall list. We need to fight back against these people. Right? Nobody did it. Nobody stepped up. Nobody fucking put their hat in the ring. Nobody wants to do it. The NDP, whether you love them or you hate them, I don't care. I hate them. I can't stand them. And hate's a strong word. But when you have people like Janice Irwin out there attacking our child's innocent minds, I cannot even one iota respect a party that allows that within their party. Okay? So when you have that happening, and we can't get our shit together to get even one person, one NDP MLA, we can't do it. Shows you how organized they are on that side and how disorganized and how much infighting and us fighting within ourselves is happening on our side. A recall is so easy to do. It costs $500. $500. I'll donate my t-shirt sales for a day. There you go. I'll donate my t-shirt sales for a day. There's your $500. You can go start your recall. I can't recall my MLA. She's a UCP member and she's a damn good MLA. I like her. She's awesome. But this is all I'm saying. I'm willing to help you push a recall against Janice Irwin. If you live in Janice Irwin's riding right now, get a hold of me. Whistleblower@BertaProudDad.com. I'll put it on the screen for you. There it is. Whistleblower@BertaProudDad.com. Get a hold of me. You got to be from the riding. You got to live there for at least 3 months. You got to be serious about giving your time to it. Right? Beat them at their own game. Start recalling every single one of them. I don't like it. I don't like stooping to that level. But do you think they care? Do you think that side cares what they're doing? They don't care. They don't care. So let's do it. But they can get 14 recalls across the province. And we can't even get one. That's what I'm saying. I love being a conservative, but when push comes to shove on our side and we need to get shit done, nobody's doing it. If I was living in an NDP riding right now, first of all, I'd probably never live in an NDP riding. But if you're living in an NDP riding right now and you love this province, I'm there to support you. There's things I can do to help you. I can promote that you have a recall petition. I can't canvass for signatures, but I can show up and support. I will do that for you. I will post it to all my socials. You will get all the free advertising you want. I just have to follow the rules. I'm willing to put up my time, my money, my energy. All I need you to do the legwork. That's it. And I bring that up as an example because we need to hear it as conservatives. We are passionate. I get it. We are passionate about our province. We are passionate about our value and belief system. But that's also our downfall, is we're so passionate that we fight with each other instead of uniting and pushing against the other side, who are very well organized, extremely well organized. They might infight, but we don't see it. So that's all I'm asking from you guys is a little support for our party leader, you know, a little support for the AGM. Are you guys going to the AGM? I really hope you guys are going to the AGM. I hope I can shake over 100 hands at the AGM and get to meet you guys who watch me every single day. I'm really hoping that I can get out there and I can talk to each and every one of you. It'd be great to see you guys. It's at the Edmonton Expo from the 28th to the 30th. And I'm just really hoping that we can all get together and just talk. Right? Trust me, I don't like stooping to their level. And I get it, as conservatives, we don't want to do it, but this is why we're in this mess. This is why they get the loud megaphones. This is why they get to kick and scream and fight and do all this. Right? None of these recalls will go through. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't, John. It absolutely doesn't. Because you're wrong. In two of those ridings, those elections were very close. So 2 might actually go through and 2 might flip into NDP. Right? And you get to collect signatures at Christmas time when literally everybody's home. So here's the thing. That's a piss poor excuse to not do something. Just calling it as it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent and you guys are like, holy fuck, what happened to Berta Proud Dad? But I'm a realist. I care about this province. And some days maybe I care about the province a little too much, but I'm not gonna ever shut up about it. I love my province. I'm just hoping that we can unite as a conservative party. We're never going to always agree. But I'm telling you right now, if you start seeing stuff coming out of the independence movement and they're going to start attacking the UCP party, back down. That is going to be dangerous. That ensures an inchy victory. I don't know. Maybe you guys have better ideas on how we fix this province, but I've given you a lot of insight of exactly where we are. We're probably sitting at 40% separation support in this province right now. If that, maybe 35 to 40%. You got a 5% buffer. Then you're going to need at least 60% because you're going to get the people that get cold feet at when they actually go and vote. Being a realist is not fun. I don't like it. But it's just the way I am. It's the way I'm built. I would love to be an optimist and say, let's just do the referendum when we have all the support, but we don't have it. We don't. And I want to ensure that we can get it. And one way we're not going to get it is attacking Daniel Smith. I think you guys understand that. I don't know. I would love to see more solutions. I think the solution right now is to support Danielle Smith in the referendum. And then on top of that, right? And on top of that, we need to get out there and we need to support the APP. We need to support what they're doing. And we need to ensure that they're doing things the right way. And the only reason why I'm making the announcement that there's things happening that I'm hearing is because I heard them. Right? And it's comments like this. Can somebody tell me? This is what I see daily on my pages too. Sorry, Dwayne, but we're calling you out, bro. You probably don't care though, and that's fine. This is not how you get support in your movement. This is not how you do it. By calling people delusional because they're saying something different than you is not how you are going to get people to say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to support a referendum." That's it. It is not going to happen. I have a communications degree, okay? Part of that communications degree is psychology. Humans are weird. We can support anything that you say until you say something stupid to us, and then we will just out of spite not support it. And you've seen it happen on the conservative side over and over and over again. And you need to actually have conversations with people, right? If you think we're getting a Northern Gateway pipeline, you are delusional. Independence is needed, not just for Alberta to save Canada. I agree. But I wouldn't go to somebody who's on the fence about it and call them anything. I would just say, hey, listen, we're probably not going to end up with a Northern Gateway pipeline. All right, we're probably not going to end up with that. You know, we've seen the track record of the Liberals. We know Alberta needs to be more independent, right? We need that. And we need to save Canada by saving Alberta. Do you agree with that? It's a lot better way to get anybody on your side. I wasn't trying to call you out, just trying to show you guys how we need to start approaching this. Because I see a lot of passionate Albertans. Trust me, I'm one of them. And I just want to sit there and be like, you fucking idiot, don't know what you're talking. Trust me. Sometimes I see it and I'm like, you motherfucker, you know what I mean? But I don't do it. There's different ways for us to get our support. We got to stop fighting with each other. Please, for the love of God. If you want a better Alberta, you better start uniting under the UCP and Danielle Smith. It's simple. Put your ego aside, put your pride aside. I don't know what else to do. I think we have a real opportunity to save conservatism in this province and in this country. This is the last stronghold of conservatism, real conservatism. And if we can't fight together against the left, we're done. We're done. So keep your cool. You know what? Write the F you, you're dumb, I can't stand you. Write it and then delete it and then educate them on why we would be a better independent Alberta. But we have to stop with the attacks on Danielle Smith from the independent people. You guys are the reason we're losing support. And I like the APP and how they do things. I think it's amazing how they go out and they put their time out there and they educate Albertans and they do that. And then you get these people part of it that become they're not even spokespersons. They're just advocates for it. And then they ruin it for everybody else by saying stupid shit on the internet. Right? It's like, listen, we all we all can learn something from one another if we just shut up and got involved and moved towards one direction in supporting our party who was already there. Like I heard chants, a little bit of rumors of this Alberta party. Have you guys heard of the Alberta party? And then where this stemmed from is there's people out of the Separatist Party that are pushing for the Alberta Party. So there's going to be money moving or from the Separatist movement to the Alberta Party. So why I'm talking about this and bringing this to light is we don't need another party. We don't need another party. We had that already. So don't join the Alberta Party. No matter how good their platform is, they can say whatever they want. Because what do? If we are sitting at 40% separation, people just say all 40% go over there. You have 3 parties in a race. One of them are the woke leftists. 2 of them want what's best for Alberta. You automatically split the vote. You automatically gave Naheed Nenshi the win. So if any party comes out, any party, I don't care if they call themselves a separatist party, I'm going to give you what you want for Christmas party, I'm the best thing since sliced bread party, I don't care what they are. As conservatives, you support the UCP. You have to. Now, then you use the AGM. This is what it's designed for, is we all go there, we have conversations. We say, hey, this is what we want. This is what we need to do. But do not support another party. Oh my God. Like, I swear, if we end up with 2 parties, they split the vote. And then she gets in. My name is turning to Florida Proud Dad. That's literally where I just came from. That is a beautiful state. Looks like Canada 20 years ago. If we become that moronic in this province that we split the vote and allow Nenshi to win, I'm moving. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone. The AGM is this weekend, 28th to the 30th. There is a cost to it. Early bird tickets were on sale. Hopefully you guys got them. Danielle Smith is allowing a referendum to happen. Let's allow it to happen. Let's go out there, support the APP any way you can. Let them know they have your support, but keep them in check at the same time, because that's the thing, right? That's the thing is I've even done this with the CPC, the Conservative Party of Canada at the federal level. I hold them accountable. Right? I just had a guy reach out to me from the Conservative Party. He wants me to be at the AGM or their national convention in Calgary in January. Yeah, absolutely, I'll be there. But you better be ready to answer some questions. Just like politicians better be ready, UCP, politicians better be ready to answer some questions in Edmonton. Because just because I support conservatism and I support the UCP and I'm a member, I buy that right by my membership to ask them those questions, right? And that's why I'm saying we have every opportunity. We don't need to infiltrate a party. We don't need to do any of this shit. We don't need to split the vote to ensure Nenshi win. We need to unite. I don't care if you don't like me, but guess what? We're going to be on the same side. I don't care if you think I did you wrong in the past or you heard some rumors about me or fucking come ask me, right? Like, there's so many people out there on the conservative side, I'm just putting this light too, that fucking can't stand me. And it's all because of something they fucking heard, right? Like, and it's not just me. I can just tell you my story. But I know what's happened with a lot of you where there's somebody on the same side and now you're not talking because somebody said something, because drama got in the way. Too bad. You're on the same side. You're on the same side. Too bad. Have your differences. It's a beautiful thing. You're different people. You're allowed to have different things, different opinions, different views, but you wear the same uniform. You wear the same colors. You vote the same way. We believe in conservatism. I don't care if you don't like me. We are on the same team. We can still win as a team, even though you don't like me. We need to start thinking that way as conservatives. I think you guys agree with me. I think you guys are starting to understand, and people are waking up to this fact that conservatives for far too long has been their own worst nightmares and their nemesises and their own kryptonite because they can't get their shit together. Right? We need all of you to remember we're on the same team. Whether that's the guy who's full-blown separatist, who's like, it's separation or bust, fuck you. That guy's still my brother. Okay? Even though I don't think it's full-blown separatist, separation or fuck you, even though I don't think that, that person's still my brother. That person's still on my same side, and I will vote with him, and we will go and we will stand side by side, and we will push conservatism in this province because it's our right to do so. All right? And that's what I'm calling for. That's what I want each and every one of you to implore yourselves to do, to be to be a better conservative, to be a better conservative party, to support Danielle Smith. Is she going to get it right all the time? No, she's not. Nobody is. But I'll tell you, she's going to get it right a lot more times than Naheed Nenshi. And those are our choice. I'd vote for Berta Proud Dad any day of the week. Common sense goes a long way. Well, thank you, that. I appreciate it. I know if I ever run an election that I do have people that will actually cast their name or put their check mark next to not my name on a ballot. I do appreciate that. I really, really do. Just got our yard sign in and the husband loves it. Thank you. We are unapologetically conservative. Nice. Appreciate the support. Did you guys see the new one? This is the new one. It's got the Alberta outline. It just dropped yesterday. Go get it. BertaProudDad.com. Dude, I have libtards on my Facebook and I'm kind. They're still human. They just don't know. Oh, they're brainwashed, right? They're absolutely brainwashed. Liberals are brainwashed. And even worse, you have the NDP supporters in this province who are without a doubt 100%, no joke, absolutely brainwashed, indoctrinated, just literally following the leader. How could you support Naheed Nenshi after everything he did to Calgary, after how divisive he is? He's all about wedge issues. He promotes the fucking banned books in schools that show two men giving each other BJs, not men, boys, I should say, school-age boys, sexually explicit acts that they're doing in a book. And these fuckers are literally advocating to keep the books in public schools. Same with Janice Irwin. Like, I could agree with I'm not saying I do, so let's be clear about that. But I could agree with every single NDP policy, okay? All of them. And then that came up that they were advocating for two teenaged boys giving each other fellatio in a book, and they wanted that to be in public library or public schools. I would lose the party right there. Even if I agreed with everything they said, there would be no support whatsoever for the party after that. Yet these people hang on because they're disgusting human beings. Janice Irwin is a disgusting individual. And I don't like talking about that about women. And I know you guys like to call her the Jerry Busey or whatever that guy's name is. And like you guys like to call her a man and stuff like that. You like to, but she's still a woman, right? And I don't like doing that. I don't, but man, she makes it very hard to look at her as a human being. She does. Because when you advocate for the bullshit that she does that harms kids, I have no respect. And I don't care if you were a conservative doing it, I would have no respect for you. But conservatives just don't do that. We don't do that. That's not something we do. Right? And then they come in, they're like, oh, what about the conservatives that molest children? What about the fucking liberals that do it? Like, they always forget their side. If you look up in the newspaper, the amount of teachers in Edmonton alone that are on charges right now for sexual abuse against minors, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Now I'm just ranting and raving. And you know what? Some of you guys love my rants and raves. You guys are all about them. My kids don't. I can tell you that. My kids are like, oh, here we go. Dad's on a tangent. My daughter turned 16 years old today. That's a proud papa moment. She goes for her driver's license. Yeah. So she wants to get her driver's license tomorrow because if she fails, she didn't want to ruin her birthday, which is kind of cool. I think that's kind of good. Unfortunately, she's gonna have to tell me on the phone because I'm gonna be on my way up to the AGM. I'll be at the AGM by the time that she gets her license. So 16, that's my youngest too. That's our youngest kid, 16 years old. Growing up. I'm not sending my kid to public school. Yeah, there's a lot of people do this. So enrollment is going to be down in public school in Alberta next year, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Oh, okay. So I just got a text message here. There's a lot of people that were shooting out misinformation in anticipation to this pipeline deal all week. Here are the facts. There is no veto for David Eby. People who have been saying this are full of shit. This is from a very reputable person, too. I'm not going to tell you who it's from because I don't reveal my sources. No ridiculous emission caps or production caps on Alberta energy industry. There's no silly net zero baloney on electricity. Oil tankers will be allowed on BC coast. Access to tidewater. New 1 million barrel per day pipeline. Expanding TMX by 400,000 barrels a day. That's what this deal is. And that is straight from somebody who was in the fucking room. And I'm just reading you the text messages. I get it. Okay? So don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I guess what I said. What's that? Nice. My wife's making Christmas jam. And again, like even after getting that text message from somebody in the room, this is what I'm talking about, is going back to Bill C5, I believe it was, the bill where Mark Carney said caucus can now say, our cabinet can say what's in the best national interest of Canadians, which I was against that bill because it is wrong. But I called it out back then. I said, he's going to use this in Alberta to get a pipeline project through to make, people like me look foolish because I talked out against his bill. But I think we could have just repealed Bill C-69 and a bunch of other bills, and we could have just fast tracked it without having to give a cabinet of any government, exorbitant powers like he has. But because of that bill, he's going to be able to tell David Eby to go F himself, and he's got nothing to do with it. And now First Nations are going to cry. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely correct. First Nations are not going to be happy, but he also tells them to take a hike too. When it's in Canada's best interest, he's going to be able to tell anybody. He did come out yesterday in the House of Commons and say, well, David Eby is going to have to play ball and this is going to happen, blah, 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 whatever. But then he'll sell it and say, listen, sorry, it's in Canada's national interest. I tried. And that's politics. If you guys know anything about politics, it's all just marionetting and smoke and mirrors. And this pipeline is going to go through. I don't think it'll be as fast a timeline as people think, though. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. For those of you that are still in the room, hopefully you're still here, still chatting. November 2026 podcast is coming. 2 podcasts.
November 2026?
January, my bad. Leslie she's like, hey, sorry, it's been a long day already, and it's only like 11. I still got to go to the gym. January 2026. So right now, a podcast studio is being built in my basement, soundproof, the whole 9 yards, professional podcast studio. And there's going to be 2 podcasts. So one of them is the return of the Berta Proud Dad Show, which has a different name, but I'm not telling you that name. And the other one is called Unapologetically Conservative with Berta Proud Dad and Berta Proud Mom. And it's going to be a weekly show where we both sit down and we talk about conservative values and beliefs, what we believe in our home, raising a family of conservatives, being a faith-based Christian and fighting out against the leftist wokeist ideology, and how we do it. That's how it's going to be. So if you guys aren't following Berta Proud Mom on all socials, you're going to want to go do that. Yeah, and I'm excited for both those shows. I truly am. It's going to be a good time. But this was a long rant, a long live stream. We talked about a lot. We covered a lot. I want to be clear. I'm not attacking anybody. Okay. I'm not attacking the left or sorry, the separatists or the independent people. I'm really not doing that. I'm just trying to tell you guys that we need to unite as a party. And what I also want to do is I want to give a big plug to my buddy John. He is the owner of Barter It. And Barter It is a new exclusive platform. If you go to barterit.ca or you follow this QR code up here, you can join Barter It, and it's voting with your dollars. It's literally a bartering platform that you can go and you know, businesses on the platform have to sign a pledge of who they are and what they believe in. They're freedom-minded individuals, and everybody else on that platform thinks like you and me. And you guys know for many, many years, I have been a huge advocate for supporting like-minded businesses and individuals. And at Barter It, by going to that QR code right there, or going to barterit.ca, you can join. You can just scan this. It's probably easier if you got another device. Just scan it. And you can sign up and you can start looking. It's like Kijiji, but for like-minded individuals. I really encourage you guys to do that. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, get your education, not indoctrination merch, because it's awesome. And your unapologetically conservative merch. And that still is on the website. I haven't taken it down yet for your Christmas party. If you want to get the How Carney Stole Christmas shirt, because it's amazing. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. In 2040, how old will I be? I will be old as fuck.